Hey guys, WaifuGate here again. So today we're going to be doing tips and tricks. This is a series that I put out each week. I put up a new video for it on Tuesdays. Tuesdays, tips and tricks. You get the tease, little alliteration. It's fun. And we just try to cover different things in Magic, MTG Arena specifically, usually, but also sometimes these things apply to life in general, which I feel is really important to have some overlap there, some stuff that can carry over into other places. So today is it's a pretty simple one. It's going to be kind of a short video, but the main thing is I see a lot of streamers and a lot of people playing in general, and a lot of people talk about it, and they get upset when they get roped, right? Like you guys have probably experienced that at some point. And sometimes it feels really obvious. Like the person doesn't have any cards in hand. It's the end of their turn. They've already played their land, etc. Like, they don't have anything to do, basically. And that tilts you, right? Like, I'm not the only one that has felt a little bit of a jibe here and there once in a while. You feel like you're getting a little rused. The person's wasting your time. Now, let me tell you a secret. A very important secret. No one can waste your time. It's impossible. You can always be using your time to think, to plan out your next move, to do whatever you want, to read a webcomic on your second monitor, something that you want to do. Someone roping you can't stop you from doing what you want to do. All right. So always make use of your time, basically. And that boils down to a lot of different things. Like me as a control player, especially, I had a viewer that used to hang out a lot named Journal. And they said to me once, they were like, WaifuGate, why don't you use your timeouts more? And I had never really put a lot of thought into that, like what that meant, how it could be useful to actually use my timeouts and everything. And when it comes down to it, every move matters in Magic the Gathering. Every move matters in life too, but specifically talking about Magic for a minute, like honing in on the variable that we want to tap into. Even the land that you play, whether that's a scry land or a triome, can make a huge impact on the following turns. You might not be able to cast the spell that you want to on curve. You might have been able to use that scry after you've identified your opponent's deck. If your opponent doesn't have a companion, they haven't played their first land, the scry land might not be the best play right at the beginning because you might see a board wipe on top and you don't know whether to put that, to keep it or to put it on bottom, You just don't know. So being able to hold back that scry land, thinking about it is the key. That's the beginning, Thinking about playing your lands can be a vital step. Now, sometimes you're playing aggro and you just got forest, you mono green. Don't really got to think about that part. But you might have to think about developing your growth chamber, something that's a little more easier to bounce with Teferi versus playing a bark skin that has protection from Teferi, being able to mutate on that next turn. A lot of people, discount the thought process that actually comes behind aggro sometimes, and I think it's important even to use your timeouts or just your time in general thinking through your moves with an aggro deck still. A lot of people meme about that. No, just go face Smork. Not always the case, man. There's always some thoughts to be had. So, but yeah, getting back to it, using those timeouts and thinking about it, not getting tilted when your opponent's using their timeouts, when they're using their time, that's important. Keeping that composure going. There's so much to it, and I'm not perfect. Far from it. I get tilted sometimes still when my opponent might take a few seconds to think about their move, or it feels like they're roping me, etc. Very easy to lose composure. But I just try to do my best and improve, just be aware of it. Once in a while, just think back, have I been aware? Have I been present, conscious, Have I been there? Instead of just being on autopilot and just playing cards out because I know that I'm not the only one that's just been playing cards, and I'm still thinking about a play mistake I made like 2 games ago, and then I make another play mistake, and that becomes the new play mistake, and it just keeps looping, you know? And just being aware of that loop to stop it and just think about it, take a deep breath sometimes, just, you know, sip on some coffee, drink some water, stay hydrated too. Feeling that water go down, just being aware of your body and stuff. Like all of that kind of boils down to the same thing in regards to using your time and being aware. And it's something that I just, you know, if I can help spread the awareness that in just like 1 or 2 people, you know, just become more aware of stuff, of being able to control certain things and letting go of things that you can't control. Like, you know, I guess this is getting a little bit deep, maybe a little off track, but you guys get it, right? It's very important to use your time, including your timeouts in MTGA. And I think if we're all just a little bit more aware, you know, the choices that we make and everything else, it just so impactful, man. Love it. Love thinking about it. But yeah, that'll pretty much cover it for today, I think. So use your timeouts. Don't be afraid to do that. Think about stuff. Always try to check back with yourself if you're doing okay. See if there's anything you can improve on, or you know, if you're having a bad day, try to make sure that it's not just one bad moment that you're focusing on that's ruining the rest of your day. Because if you can just chuck that moment out the window, man, you can have a good day still. That being said, I will catch you guys for the next video. Thanks for chilling out. Thanks for being awesome. There'll be a subscription thing at the end of this. If you want to click on the panel, there'll be a little button with the icon. And then if you have any questions or comments, like always throw them in the comments below, or simply stop by my stream and say hi, and we can talk. So appreciate you guys, and stay safe.